Hi friends, welcome back for another video. I hope you are all doing well today, because today we are going to create together this beautiful choker right here. But first, a word to our today's sponsor. This again, me and myself. So please show me some love and make sure to be subscribed, to give this video a thumbs up, to ring the bell so you get notified every time I upload something new, and also share this with your friends and help this handmade community to grow. So if you want more free content, you know what you have to do next. But now let's get back to our video. So to make this beautiful choker, this one right here, you are going to need seed beads. I used 11/0 seed beads on the edging, and then main beads are 8/0 Toho. They are both Toho beads, and then you are going to need cap chain or some 3mm pearls, and you are going to need a clasp. I'm using this one right here. Okay, so let's start our tutorial. I broke my nail again. That's life. Okay, so to make this choker, I'm going to use 8/0 Toho seed beads. I'm also going to use cap chain, a clasp, beading needle. I also have here my thread wax, so this is optional, and I will be using Fireline crystal since my beads are white. Okay, and of course a pair of scissors, or you can also use a thread burner if you have one. I don't have one. So go ahead and cut a length of thread that you can work with. So you are going to need to attach a thread, so the amount of thread should be comfortable to work. Okay, so once you've threaded your needle, you are going to put out your 8/0 seed beads, and we are going to start by making first the ladder stitch. So for this you are going to pick up 4 beads, bring them down, lift tail to attach the clasp, so about 25 centimeters. Now you have 4 beads. You are going to go back through the first 2, like so, and you have this kind of a square right here. Now you are going to go through the other 2 beads like this, and now I'm coming out here. Now you are going to take again 2 beads, came out here. I'm going to go up, down the last 2 beads in the row, and now I'm going to go through the beads that I've just added, down, up the beads, and then take 2 more beads. I'm coming out here, so I'm going to go from the bottom up the last 2 beads to attach my new beads. Now I'm going to go through the beads that I've just added, down, and take again 2 more beads. I'm coming out here. I'm going to go from here down my beads and up the beads that I've just added. Take 2 more beads. I'm coming out up. I'm going to go from the bottom up the beads, and then from the top to the bottom of the beads that I've just added. See? And 2 more beads. And down. Okay, so I'm going to go now with my needle a little bit back and forth just to reinforce my work. Okay, and now we are going to turn the work, so I'm turning my work. Now we are going to make the herringbone stitch. So for this you are going to take 2 beads. You are coming out here, you are going to go through the next bead in the row and pull, and now go up the next bead and take again 2 beads, and then go through the next bead from the top to the bottom, and through the next bead up, and again 2 beads, through the next bead down, through the next bead up, and 2 more beads, and through the last bead down. And this is what you have for now. Okay, now at this point, if you don't want to have a thread showing on the sides, you can add some 11/0 seed beads. Maybe should I add this? So I've pulled out some 11/0 Toho. Yes, they are Toho seed beads. So you are going to turn again your work. Now we need to go up this bead. Let me show you how it's going to look like if you are not adding beads on the side. See, you kind of see the thread here a little bit, not too much. If you don't want this, you can add one 11/0 seed bead and then go up. And this is how your work is going to look like. With I think it's kind of cute. So I'm going to stay with this 11/0. So add to your material list also some 11/0. Okay, so continuing. Pick up 2 8/0. You are coming out here. You are going to go down the next bead, up the next bead, and then again pick up 2 8/0 down the next bead, up the next bead, 2 8 toes, down the next bead, up the next bead, and 2 8 toes, down the last 8 toe, like so. Now turn your work again, and you can pick up a 11 now and then go up the last bit that you've just added to start the next herringbone row. So 2 8 toes, down and up the next 2 8 toes, down and up the next, two 8 toes, down and up the next bead, and your last 2 8 toes for this row, down, turn your work, 1 11 now, and then up the last bead you've just added. And now you are going to continue this way until you have the width of your neck. So this is a choker, so you should have the length that you need, and keep in mind that you are also going to need to attach your clasp, so you need to have space for the clasp. Whatever clasp you are using, you can also use a magnetic clasp. I'm going to work off camera and for the length, and then I'll meet you back to show you how to finish your choker. And we are also going to attach our cup chains. Okay, so I've worked so far that my choker is 30 centimeters long. So for my choker I need 35. So I'm going to do another row of herringbone stitch, and this time I am not going to add my 11 toes, so I'm just adding only my 8 toes. Yes, I broke my nail again, so if you don't mind, I'm just going to stay like this with a broken nail. So now I've measured my clasp, and it is 2.5 centimeters long, and my choker is 30 centimeters. So the choker and adding the clasp is 32.5 centimeters. Now for my size I need to have 35. So what we are going to do now is we are going to go in this row and up the 2 beads, and then go back down 2 beads. We are now just going to create the same finished look, and now up the next 2, then down the next 2, go back in, up the next 2 down, Wait, I have a knot in my thread and I don't like this. Now up the next 2 beads and then go back, down, and in front, up, in front, down, back, up, in front, down, in front, up, back, down, in front, up, in front, down, back, up, and I have again so. In front, down, in front, up, and then back, down, and in front, up, and now we are going to travel with our needle 4 beads. So this is the first one. I'm going only through 1 bead, 2, 3, 4. Okay, I'm traveling only 3 because I'm going to be like down the bead and I want to come out up the bead. Now I'm going to attach one of the clasp, and I need to add more length. So this is how I've measured my clasp. So I'm going to clasp this because this is going to be the final measurement once it's clasped. And as you can see, it is, wow, well, almost 2.3 centimeters. So I need to add on both sides like 2.5 in total. So I'm going to put on my needle first 4 beads and then measure. So I'm going to put 3 more on and then measure. Yes, I'm going to leave it like this. So I have 7 in total, and then I'm going to go through the clasp and then put 7 beads on the other side, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then I'm going to skip these 2 beads right here and then going down this bead like so, and I'm going to travel with my needle to be able to reinforce the clasp. See, now I'm going to go up my beads all the way up, and then up here through the beads, and then go back down and down one bead, and then travel again with my needle and thread, and repeat this step 2 more times. Okay, so I reinforced my clasping, the clasp. Now, since I still have a good amount of thread to my needle, I'm now going to travel again with my needle and thread up here and then down, and I'm going to go 3 beads down. See? And what I want to do next is attaching the cap chain. If you don't have a cap chain, you can use 11 rows and put them in between. You can use pearls, you can use Monties. These are pearls, these are 3mm pearls, and you can put them in the middle to give some accent to your jewelry piece. So I'm going to hold my cap chain right here in the middle. So I'm coming out of this bead. Let me pull in. So I'm coming out of this bead. I'm going to take my yarn, my thread on this side, and then I'm going to lay my cap chain on top of the yarn, and then I'm going to go, so I want my thread to be in the middle of these 2 cap chains. They are quite small, so I'm going to go back into the same bead and pull my needle like this. And now I'm going to go into this bead, 1 bead at a time. And then again I'm going to take my thread over the cap chain and then go down 1 bead. You kind of want to wrap the cap chain, so I want only 1 bead. Yes, now. So to do this you need to kind of take your time. Now with your thread go up the next space in between these 2 cap chains. And the bead up, like this. Then again I'm going 1 space back, and now I'm going to go 2 beads down. See? And then over the space in between my cap chain and down the bead. So you really want to make sure that your cap chain, it's going to stay right there. See? Okay, so I'm going to finish this off camera. I didn't cut the cup chain. I'm going to do this once I've attached all the way, and then you still need to add your second clasp. And that's it. That's all I have to say and show for today. Thank you for watching and see you next time with a new one. Bye bye.